Hi, I'm Sean Clark. Today I'm standing in the former location of the orphanage from the 1984 slasher classic, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Welcome to Horror's Hallowed Grounds. 1, 2, 3, 4! I don't care what you say, you find your own time. It's not my problem. Reason that you doesn't mean a fucking thing to me. Take your reasons and talk all night, all right. Never cared what you said, kept dumb and blind. Money and your attitude of gossip and your gratitude. And yeah, you're not my problem. I've got my problem. Go away, go away.
This is KSCZ Radio wishing you the joy.
Begin our adventure here. This is the road, the very opening shot from the film. You can see the outline of the mountains in the background. And this is just walking distance from the location of the orphanage.
What a night of cheer, this is how grand it is to feel so merry. Life is very...
These are just a couple of random driving shots, but since Robert Patterson did the hard work to find these locations, I felt like I had to include them. Good job, Robert. We are now at the entrance to the mental hospital, which is about an hour away from where the actual hospital is. But they drive down this road, and then it cuts to Salt Lake City. We're now at the Utah Mental Facility. This was roughly the angle in the film, but it's being blocked by the tree. But a lot has changed at this location. This building over here did not exist back in 1984 when they shot this. And in fact, there was a road that drove right in front of this building and went that way through that building. So they've changed it quite a bit. But this is actually at a college here in Utah. And this is called Foster Hall. Now, I do not think they filmed in this building at all. In fact, I believe they probably stole this shot. Probably just put up that fake sign and stole the exterior shot and then shot the interior somewhere else. Highly doubt it was shot in here. You never know, but my money's on it was not here. But it's a pretty nice looking building. And hey, look, it's Adam standing over by where that road used to be. Adam, you're standing right where the road went through.
Right here?
Yeah, there was a road that went right through that building. There used to be a driveway that drove right up into the front of this and went that way. And this new building screwed up that road, apparently. But this is it, just an establishing shot. Nothing too exciting. You know, maybe Grandpa's still in there.
He could still be in there.
He could still be in there telling people that they better not be naughty or they'll be punished.
All the naughty ones, he punishes.
.151 North Main Street. This was the entrance to Ira's Toys right here. Let's see, is it no longer in business? Let's see. Unfortunately, this gym is closed at the moment, but this is where the door was. Looks like they had maybe they had an accident recently or maybe some theft. I hope not. No, nobody's in there. I'm looking in there. I don't see anybody in there. Nobody in there. But this was Ira's Toys. This whole building was used. I don't know if the storeroom was a different location. You can never quite tell if that might have been a separate location. It looks big enough that it might have been here, but it definitely was the toy store. the entire inside of this was definitely used for the toy store. We'll take a look through the window at least and, do the best we can with that. I recently spoke to actor Robert Brian Wilson, who did verify the stockroom was in fact at this location. So this would have been the entrance here. This would have been where she was shot with the arrow, the bow and arrow. Right here is where she would have been lying, right there. And the cash register would have been right over in this area. Right about here. Trying to get the best I can going through the window. But yeah, if you look in the film, see these beams? You can see those beams in the film. Every once in a while, those beams come into frame. And it looks like, I don't know, I think maybe the stockroom was in here, because I don't think the store was as deep as this is right now. This is the place, 100%. Wish it was open. I'd love to be able to go in and just stand in there and...
Drink up.
Anyway, this is the place. Right here. Door is still in the same spot. It had a very unique entrance when you look at it in the film. It has this weird kind of entrance that they could have built the building out a little further.
Notice over here, it's the same on this side. It made that weird V shape.
Yeah,
it's just mirror opposite.
It's just weird architecture. It's kind of cool. I mean, I like it. But yeah, the Ira's Toys sign right up here. By the way, if you're not familiar with the reference, one of the producers' name was Ira. And that's where that came from, Ira's Toys.
Is that the same sign? Just the same metal package?
I think it is. Because that is the exact same size of the sign in the film. They had this entire window, all the windows and the door were painted with what looked more like Easter decorations than Christmas, really. A lot of rabbits and stuff. You couldn't really see into it, but when you were inside, you could see it. It was definitely the same place because it was the negative of the, how they used to paint on the windows and decorations and whatnot. But this is cool. I always wanted to see this location. This is the one out of all the locations from this film I was personally the most excited to see. I'm just disappointed we can't get inside, but at least we can see inside, so. All right, this is where his killing spree began, and now we're gonna go hit up some of the places he followed after he left Ira's Toys.
All starts with toys.
All starts with the toys, man.
It's the gateway.
It is a gateway drug. Here we go.
On this eve when saints and angels sing among us, holly hung just right, and faces bright with Christmas fever. Happy eve of happy day, candles burning, tables full.
We now head to what was Lana Quigley's house in the film. And I believe she's not babysitting. I think that is her sister. It's supposed to be her sister in the movie. The house hasn't changed a great deal, but that awning that hangs over the entryway there, that was open before. Now it's covered. And the balcony to the left no longer has railing on it. It's just kind of open. Now this room here was in the rear of the house. So those stairs head down from the front door. As you'll see when he gets to the top, the front door is right there. So those stairs head to the back of the house. Now if you look through the window, you can see the railing there. Right there. That's the railing heading downstairs. Now this would be to the right side of the house, and he throws them to the left side of the house. So that fireplace is in the middle of the house to the left. Pause it right there. You can see the front door over his shoulder. So that means that would be in the middle. And right there is the railing again. You'll see him go over it. Boom. So that would be heading towards the front door at that point, falling down to the stairs. Now watch these windows. There's 3 windows that look just like these windows in the back of the house. I thought this might be the front of the house, but after looking at this up close, those back windows there, he's going through that window right there. And you see the railing to the side? That's a balcony in the back. Notice no railing there, and you don't see that awning sticking out, so that was definitely the rear of the house. However, in the film, they give us the impression it's the front of the house because you see his body lying on the ground as he's walking away, which is giving us the impression that that's what he is looking at as he's leaving the residence. And right up here, this is where the carolers were singing.
Can you believe this?
Right here is the Ford dealership. The cops drive by. It's still a Ford dealership. Check it out. This is just down the street and within walking distance of the location that was Ira's toys. Although the scene is dark, everything looks to be just about the same with the exception of the shape of that sign, but it's still Ford. Ford strong in good old Utah.
Hey, look.
So Adam and I have shown up here at the house where they find the Santa climbing up the ladder. If we had a ladder and a saw, we could cut down the branches there so we could see the window better. But this is the house. I just talked to the owner. Nice guy, said has fans come by occasionally.
Never seen the film.
Never seen. How do you live in a house and never seen the movie that was shot in your house?
Maybe he's not into Santa killers. Maybe he's afraid of Santa.
Maybe he's afraid of being punished by Santa, you know? But I did confirm with him it was the window upstairs inside that they did shoot. The bedroom was in the house upstairs.
I confirmed it?
No,
You're pointing
no,
at me.
the behind you, the owner confirmed it. And then Adam said, yes, I agree with you.
So that people do come by here.
Very rarely.
Probably very rarely.
Yeah, but
probably like the third.
Well, I know Robert's been here, obviously, because you know he's
So
the one who told me where this was.
And one other person.
Robert Patterson, yeah. Oh, so anyway, we're going to go take a closer look at it. Let's go see. The house does pretty much look the same as it did in the film, with the exception of this giant tree in the front yard now. When the cops pull up, you see that house in the rear? You can still see it across the street. A lot more trees growing around it as well. Now we're going to take a look at the infamous window from which Santa climbs through. Just around this tree and right up there. There it is. Looks pretty much the same. Has the shutters on the side, just like it did in the film. And then he climbs through, the cops run in and catch Santa. But guess who that is? It's none other than Don Shanks, a.k.a. Michael Myers, from Halloween 5. He also doubled actor Robert Brian Wilson as the Santa killer in the film. So here we are in front of the courthouse from Silent Night, Deadly Night. They also use the interior of this building, and we're going to go inside right now and check that out. Let's see if they let us in. You never know. So this is the hallway. We see the police officer walking down. Then he heads around this corner, past that office right there, and sees the nun sitting on the bench just past those doors, right about there where those chairs are. Check out that plaque on the wall. It's still there. Doors are closed this time. But there she is on the bench. One thing I think is crazy is the fact that that is still on the wall there. It's still there. How cool is that? I love stuff like that. Gets me hard.
I need every available car to go out to the orphanage on the double.
As you can see, it's the same bridge, just been updated a little bit. Now let's head to the orphanage. Police officer drives by this house. which is just walking distance from the old orphanage. Now this is standing from the front yard of the orphanage looking towards that corner. That corner there, that house, you'll notice in this next shot where the police truck drives around the corner, heading towards the orphanage. Now this is his point of view. See the orphanage there? And here's what it looks like today. Sadly, the orphanage has been torn down. Right next door, they've built the Charleston Town Hall, as you see here. Now, if you're saying to yourself, this road looks way wider than it did in the movie, well, that's because they widened the road in order to accommodate the parking for the town hall. If you look down here, you can see how narrow the road used to be, and it dips in for the parking here. And also, take a look at this tree. This is the same tree that was in front of the house. Look at that, right there, the one in front of the orphanage. Now so big it's obscuring part of the mountains, but you can still match up the mountain lines in the background there. Crazy. And then pulls up right here in front of the orphanage. Parks right about this area. You can see this fence here. I mean, I don't know if this is the same fence, probably not. Looks pretty old. As you will see in this video, I soon discover it was the original fence. But it's interesting that it has an opening right here where the entrance to the orphanage was. But yes, this is it. Right back here. The other Santa is wrongly shot just past this tree. You'll see him walking past in the shot here, and then he heads over in the direction of the orphanage. Unfortunately, doesn't make it all the way there. Poor guy just wanted to give some orphans a little bit of joy. Looking through the front door, they have a shot looking through the wreath, and you can see right across the street that part of the church. The windows, very visible, looking straight ahead. I just realized by looking at another screenshot, this is the original fence. This fence is the original fence of the entrance. It's all that remains, because you can see it in the shot looking through the wreath. There's probably a few other shots from other angles. I'll have to look back at the movie, but you can see how it dips on each side. It dips. And then there's a little extra bit of fence, like a gate, sort of a gate thing that's now missing, that you can see was once attached. You can see it was once attached to this, right here. It's attached there and over there. There was like these poles, and you can see where they were. These right here, there was another bit of fence that was about this high. So this is original from the film right here. Original screen used fence. I found it. Screen used, Adam. Screen used fence. It's the actual fence.
I'm trying to look to see when the orphanage was torn down. I'm trying to get a pinpointed date from aerial images.
Can't figure it out?
Can't figure it out yet, but I have an answer soon.
All right. Okay. Right here, the side of this shed is pretty much where the front door of the orphanage was. I'm now walking into where the building once stood, this patch of land. It's amazing that after almost 40 years, they've still built nothing here other than put up that shed. Pretty crazy to think it was all right here. Well, it's a shame. Piece of history. Would have been a very cool location to visit. If I would literally have a child, orphan it, just to like drop it off at this place and say I did it, you know? This is it, kids. This is where we're gonna end our adventure, because this is where poor Billy was killed. Poor Billy was killed. Spoiler alert. I hope you've seen the movie before you watch this part. But poor Billy was killed at the end. Yeah, I didn't want to ruin it, but yeah, he doesn't last. But his brother Ricky, sees what goes down, is not happy about it, and he continues the carnage. Oh yes, in his name, the family name, he keeps the business going. And Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which I'm probably gonna have to do now, as I'm a completist. But I think I'll stop there in my Silent Night, Deadly Night filming location ventures. I don't think the others are worthy of me gracing them with such documentation. Screen used.
That's all screen right there.
Look at this.
Screen used.
Screen used.
What do you think this would fetch online?
I think that'd go for at least $20 online.
I bet you 25.
Maybe, for a real fan.
So I'm going to return here in a year. You think this will still be here?
That wouldn't be that hard to get off, I don't think. Oh.
That's what she said.
Naughty.
So yeah, our adventure ends here.
There's a little souvenir for you, Sean.
There's another souvenir, part of
This
the
is where
original.
the ambulance. The ambulance wheel was right on this.
The original, part of the original walkway. Right there.
Walkway. That's all that's left. The walkway was right here.
Yeah.
You're really stretching this out, aren't you?
I need this to be, what is it? You can
trying to get
monetize. How do I get over monetization? Is it like 8 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah.
I need this episode to, I need to pay the bills, kids. Got to pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
This is all I got. This is all I
You
got.
can't get to Utah
Yeah,
on nickels and dimes.
look at the beautiful view.
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing.
Wouldn't it be weird if there was a guy in a Santa Claus suit standing right there where the actor that was playing him?
That would be amazing, standing over here,
Right over there.
just walking up.
Same church.
What is it the kids say? Remember to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. You used to say that a lot. You dropped that.
I haven't done that in a long time.
He hasn't done that. He stopped doing that. He felt like you were asking for money, right? But I am. Oh, the original spout. The original spout. Still in working functionality.
It's not malfunctioning.
It's not malfunctioned.
It's not malfunctioning. Malfunctioning.
Nope. Original fence.
That is pretty dang cool.
It is cool. It is cool. We found something.
That's pretty cool. You could take this entire fence and just put it around your house.
I could, and I could.
And then like Christmas time, the only time anybody would know what it is Christmas time, because everyone's seen Silent Night, Deadly Night. Everyone during the Christmas season.
Everyone except for the people that live in the houses, we found out.
True.
Anyway, what I was getting to is goodbye, and thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode.
I didn't add much to this, Sean, but thanks for having me in it.
Well, we're not done. We're doing this out of order. So
We are?
yeah, there's
You
still
got more to do?
there's a
I
couple.
gotta drive to more spots.
There's just a couple. We're almost done. See you later. Bye. I got a fart. Hope that picked up. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Why are you walking away, Adam?
I'm looking over here for some souvenirs.
He's looking for souvenirs. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
You get tetanus from the